Well, let's talk bitcoins. Now I know I'm harder to understand because I'm still having trouble with my teeth and so forth. And I have this little thing on my nose here that's skin cancer just removed yesterday. But let's talk about bitcoins. Now you talk about a bubble and you talk about manipulation. There's a couple of questions you have to ask yourself on these bitcoins. Now that these twins got involved that sued Zuckerman and got their money for Facebook. Now that they're involved, you got to wonder how much manipulation is going on. Here's the thing happened a couple of days ago. They discovered that gaming service that provided games to play on the internet had hidden software in it that at the same time the computers and we're talking about thousands of them were using the games. They were also leaving software there that helped these people that run the games mine for bitcoins. So they were able to use your computer to solve some of these logarithms and to earn bitcoins while at the same time charging you to play the game. That's a nice trick. Now they were found out and they were fined. Um, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't go on constantly. But the interesting thing is, it didn't affect the price of bitcoins one little bit. They even went up that day. Now, if bad news doesn't affect these things and nothing seems to be able to control them, then that means there has to be some major form of manipulation going on. In a city near us, less than 2 miles from here, there are several places you can purchase bitcoins. And at one day in the same city, they sold for $640 in one place and $778 in another place. Now, if in a town of 30,000 they can't even decide what the price of a Bitcoin is and how to buy it and how to use it, then something's really amuck. Other thing is, let's say last year or 2 years ago, we'll say whenever, say Bitcoins were $20 and you exchanged a Bitcoin for a pair of shoes that were $20 because the guy accepted Bitcoins. Well, are you telling me now that those shoes have depreciated to the point where they're only worth $1? Because if bitcoins hit seven, eight, $900, that means that you should be able to buy uh, uh, 45 pairs of these shoes for one Bitcoin. Now, does that mean that the value of the shoes, has gone down to 1/45th of what it was when Bitcoins were $20? Anybody now that's trading goods for $900 Bitcoins, I think is going to get slammed in the teeth. He's going to have worse teeth than I do, and I only got 7 left in my whole freaking head. Now, the problem is that none of these things seem to deter the fact that bitcoins are going up, and they're going up crazy. But anybody that's been involved with bitcoins has also seen them within 30 seconds lose half their value. Now, how can we consider this as a currency, whether it's underground, above ground, or whatever? And believe me, at 900 bucks, the government's going to want a piece of the action, and damn soon. How can we consider even getting into a market that's that manipulated, that controlled, that they can force this thing up, the demand for these things, when no bad news seems to hurt this? Somebody's in for a headache, and just hope it isn't you. I know Jared, he's mining bitcoins like crazy. As he's bought extra computer power to do it, and good for him because he's getting them for a very minimal cost, the cost of the electricity and cost of the machine to mine them with. But people that are laying down hard money to invest in bitcoins at $700, $800, $900 are going to get bit in the ass. And bitcoins could go higher. But if they're going higher, it's because someone or some group is playing the Hunt brothers with bitcoins. It's not because all of a sudden bitcoins have become so valuable because the dollar's lost 95% of its value, or that the price of a shoe should be at 20 bucks should be one Bitcoin should be able to buy 45 pairs of shoes. It's ridiculous. And if people don't see it, then either I'm missing something, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of crap on this one. Uh, that I myself am still in the market for silver, and I'm not trading any of my silver for bitcoins, even though silver is just barely holding on to 20 bucks.